Over the last couple years in this clear container, I have a bunch of figures here that I think are worth fixing up. They're missing some thumbs and some waist crotch pieces. There's a gem in here that I showed about 6 months ago, and I didn't even realize what it was until a subscriber let me know. So thanks for that. These are all O-ring figures. We've got Remco, G.I. Joe, and I think there's a Lanard in there too. So let's check them out. So looking inside this container, we have some really cool figures. I've got a straight arm short fuse figure here, and I've had this guy probably for 20 years. I already have this guy as a straight arm, and but I still think that he's worth fixing. So we're going to make a thumb for him. I've got a Lanard ninja figure here, and I've got to make a couple thumbs for him. Now I do have, I believe I have a couple of these guns, and I think he comes with a weapon similar. I think he comes with a weapon similar to this, but I'm going to keep this weapon for this Remco ninja guy. So we've got that. We've got this Remco ninja, and he comes with a weapon exactly the same mold as that, but he also needs a thumb. It's not too bad, but he lost his thumb almost up to the first knuckle, so we have to fix that. And then I have this Commando figure. He's needs a crotch fix there, and the reason why I'm going to do him is because I do have all of his accessories, so he is complete once he's fixed. So we're going to fix him up. Now I have all the pieces to an outback, and his crotch is broken, so we have to fix that. And we get all these pieces here. Now I'm only fixing this outback figure because I want to customize him and make him a Action Force outback, so we're going to do that. Not in this video, but I'm just going to, this video is mainly just fixing these figures. But the figure that really surprised me, one of my subscribers had commented on my video, and he was saying that I had a bunch of these Remco figures. I didn't even know what this guy was. This is a Remco Commando Hank. He still has the goggles and the pouches around his helmet, and from what I can see, those are usually missing. He also had a harness around his chest and a knife sheath that went around his right arm. I don't have those pieces, but I think he's worth fixing. And the problem with him is that I believe it's his right leg is missing the inside part. So I have to make that. That's what it looks like. It's got a little pocket there. And I was rummaging through my parts, trying to find a part that I had that would fit that. Even if I have to make the pocket, that's fine. But a lot of these figures, there was a lot of knockoffs of G.I. Joe figures, and a lot of these guys, even though it seems like the pieces fit together, they were made a little bit differently. If you look at this inside of this leg, you'll notice what it looks like here. And some of the later G.I. Joe legs look like this, and I'm going to show you this. This is version 2 of Snake Eyes, and I found this leg. And it's actually pretty much the same mold, except the pocket is not in there, but also the part that the screw goes into, it does not line up with the other side. So I'm going to try to take this leg half. You can see I've got the other half here, which doesn't look anything like this. I'm going to take this half and try to sand it and make it fit here. And then once we get it put together, I'm going to try to make the other half of the pocket. You can see here how it does fit in there. does fit in, that little tab fits in the hole, but that part where the screw goes in, the round part, it does not fit. It's in a different place. But you'll notice that these molds are really, really similar. So I think I can use this to make the leg, and then we'll paint it, and hopefully it will work. This is all an experiment. The other option is this is also a Remco figure along with Hank, and perhaps his leg is from the same mold and they just added a pocket. So I might be able to take this apart and mold this this inside part of the leg, and then once that's done, it will, hopefully that will fit onto here, and then I can use some styrene and make that pocket. So we're going to try that out and see what happens. And here's all the materials that I am using in this video. All the information is right there. You might need to pause it, but this is all the materials I'm using to fix these figures. For the thumbs, I'm using this 1mm wire, but for the crotches, I want to make it a lot stronger because in between this area here where this part always breaks, I'm going to try to get a T-hook and a rubber band through there, and it just puts a lot of stress right here. And I think over time, articulating and stuff like that makes those break off. I'm going to make this hole 2mm thick, and hopefully I can get that to make that really strong. So looking at these two pieces, this is Remco here, and this is, like I said, the Snake Eyes version 2 leg. But if I line up the screw holes, then the peg where the knee fits in doesn't line up. So to make this work easier than making a mold or trying to make this fit for the screw hole, I think I'm going to fill this hole in, and then I'm going to make a new hole the same size as this so it fits in. I still want it to be tight so it doesn't have a loose knee joint. But I think I'm going to fill this in with milliput, and then I'll re-drill the hole. So let's try that out. Alright, I got all four thumbs on now. Let's do the waist piece here. And my epoxy putty's starting to get a little hard, so I'm going to try to use this quick. So let's make this, shouldn't be too hard to make this one. Now I've been using this because I like it because it's round and it allows me to move this around, move the putty around a little bit and shape it. And it helps to use water. If you've never used this stuff before, using water will help move it around and shape it. Now obviously I got way too much putty here, but that's okay. I can remove it and shape it as I'm going. Alright, and that one was a lot faster to make. It turned out really good. So I'm going to let those dry overnight, and I'll see you in the morning. We'll do some shaping and paint them. I'll also drill this out, and hopefully it'll fit these two pieces of legs for Hank. Hopefully they'll fit together. We'll see tomorrow. So in order for this to line up, this hole that I filled in with the milliput, it needs to be lowered a little bit, which requires me to probably do a little bit of shaping once I get that lined up. If you can look here, you can see that everything will line up, but that hole needs to be lowered. Now, this milliput is not as dense as this plastic, and if I was just to take a drill bit and try to drill that out, even by hand or with an electric drill, the bit will always want to wander into the material that's less dense, which would be the milliput. And well, I need to drill into the plastic also. So what I'm going to do is use my fake Dremel tool, and I've got this bit on here. It's a really small bit. I think it's like some kind of diamond bit or something like that. And I'm going to drill that hole out, and hopefully I can get that hole drilled out in the right spot. So I'm just going to use this. And I'll just drill that out to make sure that it's the right size. And that seemed to work really well. That lines up. Actually, the hole lines up still, and this goes in. Now you'll notice that this piece here and this piece here is a little bit lower than this, and that will not fit into the existing leg. So I'm just going to take a little time, and I'm going to just sand this down so that it's level with that. And I think we're going to get a good fit. It's really good in the back. And then we'll put all three pieces together and see what happens. There, I think that's going to work really good. I think that looks really nice. But what I want to do is now I'm going to try to put a little bit of texture on this to make it look like there is a pocket. And I'm not sure if I'm going to want to use polystyrene or if I want to just use milliput to make that. I think I'm going to use milliput. So just to show you, here is Outback, and his legs fit in there really good. Did a little bit of sanding on that. Didn't have to do a lot on this crotch. I had to do more on Recondo's crotch, just because of the shape of it, and that fits really nice. Now, like I said, this is going to be a custom UK Outback, Tiger Force Outback figure. So I'm just going to set this over to the side. So I'm going to finish up short fuse here, and then we're going to do some painting and put it all together. Now that the painting is all done, I'll let that sit for about an hour or so, and I'll come back and put some satin varnish on all the places that I painted, and then I'll put everything back together and I'll reveal our figures. So here they all are, all fixed up. You can see their thumbs and their crotches look really good. We fixed the left thumb on him. We fixed Hank's leg there. We fixed the right thumb on the Remco Ninja, and we fixed both thumbs on the Lanard Ninja. Now, I did find a crossbow for the Lanard Ninja. I believe that is a Lanard crossbow, and a backpack. Now, that's not his backpack, but it looks cool. It's red, and we found a crossbow for the Remco Ninja. We also have Hank. He looks fantastic, standing up straight with both legs. We also have Short Fuse, and the paint that I chose for his hands matched really, really good. I actually could tell the difference which hand I fixed until I got really close. And we also have a couple crotches we made. We got Recondo's crotch, and of course we've got Outback's crotch, and I think they look really, really good. And I'm happy to get these broken figures that were not much good back in action. So thanks for watching this episode of Toysbackzen. Please like and subscribe to my channel, share this with all your friends, and don't throw out those old toys that are broken. Hold on to them, fix them, make new parts, put them back on the shelf, and have them displayable. Take care. Bye.